Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review The Wind, the 1986 film directed by Nico Mastorakis, which Arrow Video has released on Blu-ray April 28, 2020. So Nico Mastorakis is a filmmaker that I feel that Arrow Video has done their best to recuperate nearly his entire filmography. They previously released his cult classics like Island of Death, The Zero Boys, and Hired to Kill, which is so bad it's good quality, and more recently Blood Tide and Bloodstone. And now we have The Wind, which I was looking forward to watching because it features Meg Foster in a film that not a lot of people tend to talk about, and from a period where she looked like Kirstie Alley's evil twin. Because usually around this period everybody talks about Masters of the Universe or They Live, or even Stepfather 2. But here we have The Wind, which has nothing to do with the 1928 Lillian Gish film directed by Victor Seastrom. Foster plays a Los Angeles mystery writer who goes to a remote Greek island on the off-season. Her name is Sean Anderson, to write her latest novel. She's met there by Robert Morley, who, as usual, Mr. Morley in film is playing a rotund, kind of disgusting, socially awkward man. Previously, he had been in Who's Killing All the Great Chefs of Europe, for instance. He's renting this place to her, but the person in charge of the property is his employee, Phil, played by a deranged Wings Hauser, as Mr. Hauser was quite good at playing. And she didn't know at the time that during the off-season, the island is plagued by terrible, terrible wind that kind of makes you have to stay inside because it's so violent, which is a very interesting way to set up ambiance in the film. However, everything else beyond that's pretty rote, and she's just, it's basically a cat and mouse game, because once Wings Hauser is fired by his employer, he goes crazy, she sees him bury the body, and then she spends the rest of the film trying to evade being murdered, while her boyfriend, played by David McCallum, keeps trying to get a hold of her. She's assisted a little bit by Steve Railsback, him of The Stuntman and Life Force, and several other films. He plays, he's acting in lieu of the police in order to leave the island with his ship because they have his passport. Notably, it's got a pretty good score by Hans Zimmer and Stanley Myers. Everybody knows who Hans Zimmer is. Myers composed the score for The Deer Hunter and The Witches. But yeah, Nico Mastorakis, he's really a director kind of like that Arrow Video has been championing a lot, like Jose Ramon Larraz, somebody who's kind of fallen into obscurity, but really has this interesting library of films that might be worth another look. As a film, I would give The Wind 2.5 out of 5 stars. Arrow Video's release of it, 3 out of 5. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.